Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be giving you my Virgo November 2019 horoscope forecast part 2 of 2. And yes, this does apply and pertain to the sun, moon, and ascendant. Anyway, people, first thing up is as far as November goes, Mars will be in Libra from the 1st until the 19th. So the second house is what will be emphasized and highlighted at this time. Situations at the place you generate money, your workplace, might be a little bit more contentious and acrimonious than usual. You might be a little bit more touchy over possessions, things you have. It could be arguments over fairness and justice and balance in terms of possessions. It could be where maybe you think somebody might have been taking too much from you and you weren't getting enough in terms of reciprocation. There could be arguments over buying and selling, over what's equitable as far as prices go or what have you. And this could be a time too, if you're unattached at this time, Virgo, you may actually connect with a Libra, sun, moon, or ascendant person, or simply one that embodies Libra characteristics. It could be for sexual liaison. It could be somebody that figures prominently in your income, your possessions, and also even your self-worth or your self-esteem. And this could also be a time too where you might inject a lot of energy and vitality into some Libra money-making endeavor. It could be something connected with arbitration or negotiation or something with the law, such as working as a paralegal, a bailiff, a judge, or an attorney, or even into artwork. It could be something like drawing, painting, sculpting, graphic design. So anyway, well, the next thing up is, as far as November goes, Mars will be in Scorpio from the 19th until the 30th. So the third house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, well, you may have a lot of really abundance and surfeit of mental and physical energy in doing things with a lot of emotional intensity and passion at this time, Virgo. It could be a time too where if anybody expects a tactful, peaceful argument or difference of opinion with you, they may be sadly mistaken, because this could be a time where you might be a little bit more acerbic or a little bit more outspoken in terms of what you're saying, and it could be with a lot of caustic Scorpio-like energy and sarcastic Scorpio energy. The situation with siblings, cousins, neighbors may be a little bit more contentious and acrimonious than usual. There might be arguments over maybe somebody being manipulative, or it could be over jealousy over a certain issue. It could be people becoming angry with one another, with maybe being vengeful or vindictive. There could be a lot of anger connected with that vindictiveness at this time. And it could even be at this time as well, if you're unattached at this time, Virgo, you may actually connect with the Scorpio, sun, moon, or ascendant person. It could be for a sexual liaison, and it might be a Scorpio, sun, moon, or ascendant person, or one that embodies those traits for a sexual liaison. It could be somebody you may have known from your early education, someone that's prominent in short journeys. It could be somebody that was introduced to you by a neighbor, by a sibling, by a cousin, perhaps. And this could also be a time where this is a lot of energy that could be injected into communications, ones that are very passionate and ones that are real, and also thinking about really digging deep into matters. This could be a lot of energy into communications that are very incisive, very penetrating, probing at this time, and in going beyond the surface and subterfuge. And it could be also doing a lot of thinking, which you're going beyond subterfuge and superficiality, and a lot of energy into that. Could be in matters in your neighborhood, with cousins, with siblings, with neighbors, with people you may have known from your early education. And it could be becoming angry at manipulative behavior at times from third house people at this time. So anyway, Well, the next thing up is Jupiter will still be in Sagittarius, so the fourth house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, as I've stated in previous videos, Jupiter could be rather paradoxical. It could be very strongly benign and benevolent, but it could also have a tendency to enlarge and expand. Now, in some cases, this could enlarge and expand rather foolhardy, over-optimistic, self-righteous, over-enthusiastic, over-exuberant behavior in connection with home, family members, people you're close to home with. It could even be with the less dominant parent, which is often the mother. It could even be your own interactions with these people and how you're acting toward them. It could be also very auspicious period perhaps for the expansion of a home, such as adding a partition or doing Sagittarius things at the home, or it could be doing just something like with sports or with archery, anything Sagittarius related, target practice, something with darts, or even just expressing philosophical viewpoints. It could be very auspicious expressing those with home, family members, people you're close to home with. It could even be at this time, it could be a very fortuitous period for getting ready for that end or latter part of your life. At this time, it could also expand a lot of exuberance, a lot of optimism in those matters as well, and even in matters perhaps with really at this time, really it could be expanding who you, Sagittarius qualities at the core, and really being enthusiastic and really really positive in expressing those qualities, such as perhaps being jocular, jovial, optimistic, philosophical, expansive, exuberant, upbeat, positive, anything philosophical, anything as far as Sagittarius may go. And the thing too is about when you're talking about Jupiter and Sagittarius in the fourth house being emphasized and highlighted, could also be a very positive period for getting in touch with your roots and your traditions and really your ancestry, and doing so with a lot of Sagittarius like enthusiasm. Also about it could be an abundance of philanthropy expressed toward home, family members, people you're close at home with. Well, next thing up, Saturn will still be in Capricorn, so the fifth house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, Virgo,